Hey, what's up? It's Hair Jordan. Do you ever have one of those moments when you learn something and you're like, why didn't I know this? It seems like somebody should have told me this before. Why did I have to learn this the hard way? Well, in today's video, we're gonna be looking at 5 things that I learned the hard way that I didn't learn in school. Actually, school kind of taught me the opposite of these things, which is really weird. But first, yesterday's statistics. Yesterday we gained almost 160 subscribers somehow with a crappy video that I put up. Over 500 subs for the week. Incredible, I don't know why. Thank you guys for subbing. And yesterday's comment of the day is from Stella Martinez. The puppy looks like it regrets being born. Yeah, he wasn't really excited to be in the video yesterday. He was kind of suspicious of why he was in the car. I don't know if he thought I was taking him to the vet or what, but he did not want to be in that van. So yeah, he looked like he was not happy. It was just an all-out fail yesterday. Everything I tried didn't work. Made an awesome video, my computer stopped working. Tried to just film a puppy and the puppy didn't want to be filmed. It's like, what? I don't know. I'm trying here. Anyways, make sure you pick up a Kurt shirt while they're still available if you want one. Please! There's only a couple days left where you can order one. Oh, hey. Oh, I already said it yesterday, but my music video is almost done and I'm really excited to show you guys, so be ready for the music video. It's for my song Addicted. Alright, let's get into today's video. 5 things I didn't learn in school, but are very important things. Number 1, the importance of chewing gum. In school, you're not allowed to chew gum. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're like really bad at it and you're like making weird noises and being obnoxious and distracting everyone else. That would make sense. But they frown on it so bad that you don't realize that you actually should chew gum. Chewing gum is very important for success in life, and here's why. Nobody's gonna wanna be around you if your breath stinks. I always try to carry gum on me. Not just for myself, but also for people around me. Actually, one time I was out with some friends and somebody who I didn't even know came up to me and was like, hey, do you have some gum? And I was like, yeah, okay. And she was like, oh, thanks. Your one friend said that you probably had some. So I guess I'm just known as the guy who always has gum, maybe. I don't know. Not like bubble gum, like minty gum. And it really does make a difference. And that's with everything. With a job interview, if your breath smells horrible, like that's just gonna be a very bad impression. And they're just gonna be like, man, I can't wait till I'm done interviewing this person because his breath smells so bad. They're not gonna wanna hire you then. Or if you're trying to make friends and people are like, man, I can't wait till this conversation's over because their breath smells so bad. Personally, I try to look out for other people. If I'm hanging out with you and your breath is just unbearable and I can't even take it, I'm not gonna like politely endure it. I will be smooth about it. Actually, smooth is not the right word. I will not be smooth about it, but I will be thoughtful. I'll pull out my gum. Oh, I'm gonna have some gum. Do you want some gum? And if you say yes, I'll give you the piece of gum. But if you say no and you need it, I'm gonna tell you, you need a piece of gum. I've done it before, and I've never actually offended anybody doing that. If it's the other way around, if I'm out in public and my breath really stinks, I want somebody to give me a piece of gum. I'm not gonna be offended, like, it's just a fact. It's nothing to take personal. Everybody's breath stinks sometimes, so just chew gum. Yeah, that's the point. Chewing gum is important. It's a very important life skill that in school they teach you is forbidden. I thought about uploading this to my other channel, Creative Alternative, because that's where I talk about more stuff like this, but I didn't. But if you want to check out my other channel, click the link up above or the link in the description. Next, the second thing that I didn't learn in school, that I actually learned the opposite of, is that in school, you win by not failing. You avoid failure at all costs, and that's how you succeed in school. In life, it's kind of the opposite. It's okay to fail, and you learn by failing. In school, they tell you that you learn by not failing. You gotta get the answers right. It's okay to fail. It's okay to not have the right answers. And the sooner you accept that, the better. That's how you learn. You mess up and you make mistakes, and it's okay. You're not gonna be disqualified from life because you fail at something. You're gonna learn because you fail at something. That's how you learn, is from your mistakes. The next thing that I did not learn in school is that in life, there is no right and wrong way to do things. In school, they teach you this is how it's done. We have a curriculum, a syllabus, whatever. We're doing it by the book. And you have your schedule planned out every day. First period, second period, third, whatever. This is when you eat lunch. This is when you go to the bathroom. And this is how we do it. And if you don't do it the way we do it, you're gonna get in trouble because this is the right way to do it. And doing things differently is wrong. Same thing with writing papers. Turn in a paper, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. And all kinds of stuff like that. But then you get out of school and you're like, okay, now what? There really is no right and wrong way. You don't have to start your day at 7:30 a.m. if you don't want to. You can eat lunch whenever, sleep whenever. If you're meeting your basic needs, you can do whatever the heck you want, as long as you're not breaking the law or hurting anybody. You can pretty much do anything, and it's not wrong either. It's totally fine. It's totally okay. You don't even think that way in school because you're thinking along the lines of school because it's what they're telling you. This is the right way to do things. So there is no right and wrong way to do things. No right and wrong way to live your life. You can do whatever you want. If you can make a living selling potatoes on the side of the road, go sell potatoes on the side of the road. If it's enough for you to live off of, then do it. There's nobody stopping you, and there's nobody telling you that you can't do it. And if somebody does, so what? Doesn't matter what they think. And along those lines, number 4, in the world, there is no adult supervision. In school, there's adults supervising the students, and then there's other adults supervising the adults who are supervising the students. Can't step out of line because then you'll get sent to the principal's office. And if that happens, then they'll call your mother. You gotta get up in the morning and show up for class. If you don't, they'll call your mother. You got 5 minutes to make it through the hallway and get to your next class. If you don't, they're gonna call your mother if you don't do it consistently. But in the real world, it's not like that. There is no adult supervising your life saying, hey, these are the things you need to do. We gave you your class schedule. You need to stick to it. Nobody does that. It's just kind of like, what do I do now? You know, it's just whatever. Kind of like summer vacation, except all the time, and you have to pay your bills. Honestly, I think it's a very worthwhile trade-off. I'd much rather be an adult than a student. But yeah, if you don't want to get up, you don't have to get up for work. You might get fired, but they're not gonna call your mom. And if you don't have a job, okay, maybe you don't need a job. I haven't had a job in 2 years. So what? Because I make money other ways. Because there's nobody telling me what to do, and there's no right and wrong way to do it. And the 5th and final thing that I did not learn in school, which actually there's way more than 5, but I'm just doing 5 for this video because I don't want it to be too long. If enough people like this video, maybe I'll make a part 2. But the 5th thing that I did not learn in school that's very important in life is, how do I figure out what I want to do with my life? They never really teach that. And I think part of it is that they don't know how to teach something like that, which I understand, but there's so many resources. In school, they kind of try to guide you. A lot of schools have guidance counselors that you can talk to, and they try to help you with planning and stuff, which is like, it's like well-intended, but it's also very specific. And if you don't fit, you gotta fit the mold of what they're trying to push you towards and be, or else it's not gonna work for you like it didn't work for me. Here's some careers to choose from. These are things that people go to school for. And so kind of pick what you wanna do out of these things. What if you don't wanna do any of those things? For me, the counsel that I got was bad. For me, it did not work out for me. For some people, it would have been good advice, but that same advice for me was bad advice. The advice I got from teachers and counselors at school was bad because it wasn't tailored to me. It was advice. Like, I scheduled like one-on-one meetings with the counselor and talked one-on-one with teachers. Like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? Well, you know, because I was like, I don't know what the heck to do with myself, and they all were just kind of giving me like, I mean, these are people who knew me, and they were just giving me bad advice. And I took it. I used to take advice and listen to other people because I want to be smart and listen to people who are smarter than me, but I had to learn to think for myself, and that is something I did not learn until I took way too much well-intentioned bad advice from adults who I thought knew what they were talking about. It ended up being just bad, all around bad for me. So what do you want to do with your life? Here's a list of all the things people go to school for. Here's your options, whatever. What if I don't want to do any of that stuff? Then they tell you just pick something. No, how about you don't just pick something? Why don't you figure out what you actually want to do? And for some people, yeah, you should just pick something and go to school. But for a lot of people, at least like myself, and I know there's a lot of you who are the same way, I want to enjoy what I do. I don't want to choose a career just based on how much money the average person who does that makes. That is not a deciding factor for me. You can make a living doing just about anything if you're good and if you're smart about it. So yeah, honestly, you just got to get out there and start trying things. There's so much information. Just Google, YouTube. That's why I learned like everything. And I've tried so many things and failed at so many things, but it's okay. That's just how it goes. It's how you learn, and it's also how you figure out what you want to do with yourself as you try things. And it can be a lot of fun, but be smart about it, you know? Read books from other people. You'll figure it out. I figured it out. Read a lot of books. It was very helpful. And none of them were books that I read in school. The most valuable information I learned was from books that I read outside of school, like that no teacher ever even spoke of, which is so weird. Maybe I'll put some links in the description to some really good books that I recommend. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I will. I'll link to some books in the description that really helped me just like develop and see the world differently. Things that, real life stuff, not stuff I learned in school that didn't really help me. So anyways, that was 5 things that I didn't learn in school. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's something that's very valuable that you learned, but not from school. Or you could also share one of your favorite books that helped you in some way that was not from school. If it was from school, it's okay too. If it was a book that really like helped you in a big way. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to reading the comments and talking with you guys. Yesterday I didn't really reply to comments because it was kind of a crazy day, but I'm gonna get back on that today. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.